From the beautiful Bay Area, California, at the old Oracle Arena, former home of the Warriors and the site of our sports scarring moment today, Kevin Durant joining the Golden State Warriors. It's the summer of 2016, or as us millennials call it, the last time we had hope. And Kevin Durant was a free agent with a choice to make. Return to the team in the city he called home for 9 years, or go on for greener pastures with a new team. But he chose a door number 3 that at the time, nobody saw coming, including OKC Thunder superfan Devin Gross-Gaynair, who's here to share his first-person experience of when your star player abandons your fan base. This is...
And the Rookie of the Year, an Olympic gold medalist,
my blood just starts boiling.
a 4-time scoring champion, a 7-time All-Star,
Having your heart just ripped out, thrown on the ground.
an MVP of the league, Kevin Durant.
I became an OKC Thunder fan watching Knicks and Sonics. And I'm like, oh, those jerseys are kind of tough. And then once Seattle went from there to Oklahoma, since I didn't live in Seattle, I didn't really have much pain or however the folks in that city felt towards them, so I just ended up following them to Oklahoma City. Kevin Durant, to me, meant, especially being a DMV guy, seeing him get drafted to my favorite team and then go on to become a superstar for said team, it meant the world. Like, it meant everything.
Since we're reminiscing about the good old days, what was the best moment of the KD OKC era?
Probably when he won MVP.
Was it the speech or the season in general?
Probably the speech. You the real MVP.
And then it all went sideways. Now for his worst moment.
Going into game 5, being up 3-1, I felt like we just needed one more. I didn't think we would probably win in Golden State. I'm thinking we'll probably lose and then we'll bring it back to Oklahoma City and finish it off. Because winning in Oracle Arena, not Chase, but Oracle Arena, tough. So I'm thinking we'll just bring it back home, game 6, finish it off. But no.
So they lost game 5, but what about game 6?
All right, so I'm watching the game with my homies. We're on the PS4 party chat at the time. It's funny because one of my friends in the chat is a fellow Thunder fan. Another one is ironically a Warriors fan, and then we got a bunch of Bron fans in there, and we all watching it, and then Klay just cannot miss, and like we going back and forth, but I'm like, this dude just can't miss. At some point we finna start missing. And then we start, and then my blood just starts boiling. Like, this cannot be happening. Because if we go back to that hellhole that is Oracle for game 7, I just don't see us doing it.
And unfortunately for game 7, Devin was right.
I mean, any like big time championship game or tight game for your favorite team, you just think about it all day. And then when it finally gets there, you're just like analyzing every shot, every dribble, every pick, every foul called against y'all. Shouldn't be a foul, even though it probably is. It just felt like my heart was just gonna fall out of my. It was a picture after the game of him and Steph Curry kind of like hugging, and his hand was on like the back of his head, and I was sitting there like, Are you for real? This just don't seem right. I feel like he should be pissed, but he's almost looking like, I'm gonna see y'all soon. I didn't think all the way that he would go to them, but I didn't think he was gonna come back.
And Devin's foresight also looks like it was correct.
I'm in there chilling. Me and my Warriors fan homeboy are on the chat, chopping it up, trying to think where Kevin Durant's gonna go. I keep hearing Clippers. I wasn't really on Twitter, but I was on Twitter that day. Scrolling. Then his uncle or dad or somebody popped into his room and was like, yeah, KD done went to winning team. I'm like, huh? He was like, what? He He was like, yeah, he went to the Warriors. I'm like, it's no way this dude just went to that team after blowing a 3-1 lead. I kept on refreshing, and then, sure enough, here come what's his name, Woj, Kevin Durant, and signs. I'm like, oh my god! And I took off my Triton headset, stared off into space about 5 minutes. I was like, this is really going on right now. We was 1 win away from going back to the NBA Finals. 1 win away from beating a 73-win team, the greatest regular season team of all time. And he leaves us to join them. It's already bad enough that he left. So there's already like a real bad hurt. But then the fact that he went to the team that just ended our season, not but like a month or so ago, it was like having your heart just ripped out, thrown on the ground, and now KD just beating his feet all over. Like, bro, just chop all over my heart after all them years.
Well, I'm viewing it as the weakest move I've ever seen from a superstar. Plain and simple. That's just how I look at it.
At the time, yes, I was like, yeah, all that, yeah. He a punk, he soft, he should have stuck it out or just went somewhere else. But yeah, if you can't beat him, join him type. And I was just like, yeah, that spitting. I was just mad. It still didn't seem real up until tip off, seeing him in that jersey. Cause seeing his face, I just think OKC, like from all those years. I can't think of OKC and not him. And then seeing him in that jersey, I did watch a decent amount. And of course, because we played him, I think 3 or 4 times. I remember the first game when we went there and we lost by like 25 or something.
The silver lining in all this is at least KD won, right? He didn't just leave and lose. That would be diabolical. So that makes it better, at least?
As a Thunder fan, no. As a DMV guy, yes. Seeing him go off, win 2 chips, 2 finals, MVPs. Wishing it was with us, but as a Thunder fan, that was terrible. I was his #1 hater. I was like, please, Bron, somebody somehow find a way to beat this Houston. Just somebody, please. Put the end to this. In the back of my head, I'm like, nobody's, like, barring like a serious injury, nobody's stopping him.
But something magical is cooking in OKC when KD left. A certain someone got to do what he wants, and God, I wish I can use that song without getting this taken down. I wonder what Russell Westbrook's MVP season meant to Devin.
It just felt like a real, I don't know, it just felt like brother stood there, stayed like down and just told the whole league, like, y'all cannot stop me. Like, I'ma lay whatever I got on this court every single night. Watching him go that crazy did help cope with Kevin Durant leaving a smidge. I mean, winning MVP was amazing, but watching Kevin Durant win Finals MVP, it's like, twice. Yeah.
Don't worry, OKC fans. Let's steer this back towards happy thoughts. Let's talk about the best moment from Russell Westbrook's MVP season.
That game winner against the Nuggets in Denver when he hit a crazy 3 to win the game in Denver, and it almost sounded like we were home. I want to say, was that the game he broke the triple-double record? And just seeing the whole team circle him. It was great.
But KD did eventually leave Golden State as well. Let's see what Devin thinks of his career and legacy post-Warriors.
I felt kind of conflicted. On one end, I was happy like he wasn't doing shit. Then at the other side, I did kind of want to see him win one without them. And I feel like, especially that Brooklyn stint was so weird. Harden was hurt. Kyrie was hurt. His big feet on the line. Then there was COVID, and Kyrie didn't want to get the shot, and there was just a whole bunch of stuff going on. And then Phoenix was just like a mess too. So I was like, yeah, that Benedict ain't doing now, but then I was like, I do want to see him succeed at the same time. KD's legacy, to me, I see a 2-time NBA champ, an NBA MVP, see a 2-time Finals MVP. I see one of the greatest scorers to ever lace him up, to be that tall and be able to dribble, shoot from anywhere on the court, score at like will. I see a guy who maybe couldn't do it as the guy, but still got it done nonetheless. So I think it's cool.
But this does have a happy ending. The Oklahoma City Thunder, as I'm recording this, are the reigning NBA champions. I wonder, does it make this whole Kevin Durant experience a little bit better?
Hell yes, because going into Game 7 against the Pacers, I was like, if we lose this game, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because after all those years of close but no cigar, to finally have that big Cuban, yes, it makes everything better. Like they say winning cures all. I mean, as far as that, yeah.
Thank you so much to Devin for coming on. Thank you, Kevin Durant, for making such an iconic decision. And thank you to OKC fans who have made it this far into the video. But I got one last thought to close us out. Post-credit scene, go.
What do you think it would take for OKC Thunder fans to fully forgive KD? He comes back, jersey retirement, the crowd doesn't throw shoes at him on the stands. Like, what would it take?
For OKC fans to forgive him, or at least for me personally, I think you just come back and win one. And then I feel like if you ask me, that's the fastest way to get your jersey up in them rafters.
So, regardless, this is just me here. I think he should still get the jersey retired. Wait some time. Maybe this is a wait 20 years later retire the jersey. But like, there's no way that the best player in your franchise, if Nick fucking Collison has his jersey retired, Kevin Durant should, damn it. Like there's
Nick
no
Collison
way.
probably averaged like 4 points a game.
If that. And your fucking MVP, the first MVP in your franchise history. Took your team to the final of the 21. God damn it, retire his jersey.
Yep, a certified bucket. So, you know what? Fuck it, yeah. Now that you mention it, yeah.